Happy 4th of July to you. We are standing atop our patio here for our cooking segment this morning. We've got Van Sykes from Bob Sykes Barbecue here to show us a classic 4th of July dish. So good morning to you.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me here today.
So Van, how do we get started?
Well, we're going to cook one of America's favorite grill items, which is barbecue chicken.
Okay.
And obviously, since we're cooking outside, most important thing really is your grill prep. So what you want to do, whether you're using gas or whether you're using charcoal, both are acceptable, both give a little different flavor profiles. If you're using charcoal, just crank your grill up about 3/4 heat, put the lid down, let it preheat, come back and take your grill brush, and it's a lot easier to get that residue off from the last cooking. Now, if you're using charcoal, we're not even going to talk about lighter fluid. I think lighter fluid is going to always find its way back into that chicken. So what you want is one of these little chimneys here that you can get at any store.
Right.
You put your coals in the top, newspaper in here, put your lighter in there, light it. You let it sit here for 10-15 minutes till the coals turn white hot. Distribute them evenly in the bottom down there. Then put the grate on, let it preheat as well. Now we got a great item now, Tiffany, called grill spray. Just make sure you get the kind that's approved for grilling. If you spray that other kind on the flame, you're going to have a new hairdo at the end of the day. But this is good stuff. It keeps it from sticking to the grill.
So you're saying the key basically is to get both the grill hot, whichever way you're using, whether it's charcoal or grill or electric or gas or whatever, get it hot first.
Exactly.
All right, and then we move to our chicken.
Then we're going to get our chicken. Now what I always like to do is thoroughly wash my chicken really good, trim the excess skin and stuff off of it. And I'm going to recommend you buy it whole.
Okay. Take
a knife and cut it, and then from that point use a pair of kitchen shears. These are much easier to use to cut it into leg quarters or halves, and it's a lot safer than a knife.
Okay.
And you can get the pieces that you want that way. All right, now we got our chicken washed. We're going to pat it dry, and then it's time for the dry rub. This is a real simple mixture here, Tiffany.
Tell us about that.
8 ounces of seasoning salt, 2 ounces of garlic powder, 2 ounces of black pepper, whisked together till the color looks consistently, and you see the black pepper spread evenly in there. All right, we're going to put that on the chicken. We're going to coat it really good. You can even put it in a bowl. That's what I did to prepare these pieces.
Right. Okay.
Now we've got that ready. We're ready to go to the grill.
Okay, so you take that, put it on the grill, and what's the time frame that you're looking at?
All right, here's where it gets good. All right, we're going to start out bone side down.
Okay.
Very important at this point. Initially, you want to let it cook long enough so that it sears on the bottom. Okay. A lot of times, if you go to turn your chicken, your steak, your burger, whatever, and it kind of sticks a little bit, you might be trying to turn it too early. You want to let it sit there that first time a good 10 or 15 minutes. I recommend you use a pair of tongs. That way you're not piercing the chicken, the steak, or the burger once again, or a spatula, something where you can flip it without piercing it. That way you'll end up with a lot of juice when you get to the end. And speaking of the end, the most important part is, of course, getting it done, but there again, not overcooking it.
Right.
Now, if you're a professional, what you do after it's been cooking, I'm going to tell you right now your cook time's going to be about an hour to 45 minutes, depending on your fire.
Okay.
When you get to that point, you can take this leg joint and try to move it. If it moves inside the joint real easy, it's done. If you're not comfortable doing that, I recommend you use these thermometers. We've got some great products here.
The digital ones?
Digital thermometers are excellent. Dial thermometers are cheap, and yes, they work very well. Always remember, though, it's this last inch or two is where the sensitivity is. It stops right there. You want to put that into the thickest part of the chicken.
Okay.
We're looking for 165 degrees. It is done at 165 internally.
All right.
Just make sure you don't get it next to the bone. If you get next to the bone, you're probably going to get a false reading.
All right, Van Sykes, we're just about out of time, so let's quickly show them the finished product over here. Girls are loving it. Tell us who we have here.
We've got Shelly and Mallory here, and they're ready for their 4th of July Bob Sykes barbecue.
All right. Thanks, Van, for coming in. If you'd like a copy of his recipe, head to our website, myfoxal.com. Click on that GDA tab that says recipe will be under that tab. So thanks again for coming in. Happy 4th to you. And happy 4th of July to you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more news and weather after the break.